welcome to another English review. It's time for Black IPA. Some of you might know I'm a big fan of black IPAs, and this one is a Dutch brewery. So I thought, why not make a English review of this one? This is the label. It's from a brewery called Brouwerij Meuleneind. Probably never heard of it because they're not really big over here in the Netherlands, but they should be because they're pretty awesome. We got a nice barrel program which produces various very great barrel aged beers. A few of their core range beers. Don't think this is a core range beer, but I saw this one and I thought, well, I have to get this one so I can review this. What I normally do is I try to review a black IPA once a week. It is pretty difficult because there are not many black IPAs out there, but yeah, so that's what I do. Every Sunday I will release it on YouTube and Instagram. And this week it's a black IPA. It's got a ABV of 8%, and best before date is somewhere in 2023. Doesn't have a month on it. It's got a little story on the bottle, which I will try to translate in English because it's in Dutch. When you think of IPA, you don't think of a dark beer. But this black IPA proves that it has a nice hoppiness, and it also can taste that hoppiness in a dark beer. It's not really high in the ABV. Besides the floral notes and the bitter notes from the hops, you can also taste some caramel and light roasty toastiness. That's basically what it says in Dutch. Yeah, let me know below the video what you think of black IPAs. Love to hear your thoughts. It's got a nice bottle cap on it with a windmill. That's nice. Let's crack it open. See what she looks like. It's trying to get out of the bottle, but let's see what is it. Pours a dark brown color, and the hat looks pretty big. So you can see really small bubbles, tight hat. Yeah, light brown color to it. In the glass, the color of the beer is pretty much black. It poured a dark brown black color. In the glass, it's black. Let's go to the nose. Really subtle roasty toastiness, some coffee, some citrus. It's not a smack in your face kind of black IPA, but it's really subtle. Some nice hoppiness to it, some coffee, some roasty toasty notes, but not really big. But yeah, I think In the nose, it's a really basic. If you're not into black IPAs and you're gonna smell this for the first time, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. So let's go to the nose. Let's have a sip, of course. Cheers. Ooh. In the nose, it was really subtle, but the taste is, yeah, that's a whole different story. Um, Roasty, toasty, bitterness, some citrus, light fruitiness, but mostly coffee and roasty, toasty. That's how I like my black IPAs. Yeah. It could use a bit more of the fruity notes, the roasty, toasty notes, and the coffee and the bitterness is more than the fruity notes. So, but it's still pretty nice. Nice fluffy head. Maybe a tiny bit too carbonated, but not that much, but just a tiny bit. A bit thin maybe, but just okay for me. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Actually, more than pretty decent. Yeah, it tastes more like a light hoppy stout than a black IPA. But black IPAs can go from here to there. I've had few black IPAs that are there are black IPAs that are more oriented on the IPA side, and more some are more like a stout. I had a few there were that are more that had some pastry thing going on there, which I don't like much. But this one is more to the stout side, which is nice. It could use a bit less carbonation, and a bit less coffee and bitterness, and a bit more fruitiness. But overall, it is really nice. Yeah, it's got a kind of West Coast thing going on because the bitterness is pretty high. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting black IPA if you ask me. Yeah, that's probably all I got to say about this beer. Like I said, let me know what you think of black IPAs. You probably never had a beer from this brewery before, but I'm kind of a fan. Yeah, I did some reviews of their barrel aged stuff, which were pretty awesome. I think I think one or two lying around. Maybe I have to review that. So maybe in the near future I will give them an English review. Who knows? Yeah, let me know what you think of black IPAs. And I will see you again probably next week or the week after that with another, of course, Dutch review of Dutch beer review in English. See you then. Cheers.